All right, breaking news just coming in. Clashes have erupted between police and locals in Ramghat area of Silguri district. Locals were opposing the municipality's decision to set up an electric funeral pyre. Locals were on a hunger strike lately. Today, when a body was taken to the area for funeral, locals opposed it. Police was deployed. Later, clashes erupted with the police. The police had to fire tear gas shells to disperse the crowds. Well, this is the latest that is emerging out of Silguri. There are clashes there where locals were protesting the local body's attempt at putting forth electric crematorium. And when a body was being taken to the electric crematorium, this is what ensued that you can see on your television screen. Arson, rioting, the police forced to use tear gas shells. All right, that's the latest that we're getting in at this point of time. Clashes have emerged in the Silguri area, and the reason why, because the locals who have been sitting there have been contesting an electric crematorium which the local administrative bodies want in the region. I'd like to cut across immediately to my colleague Indrajit Kundu, who's on the phone line with us. Indro, can you give us a reason as to why? What is the current situation right now? Is it under control? And why is it that the locals were protesting the electric crematorium?
Well, that's right. The local municipality there wanted to set up an electric crematorium at that location, but the locals were against it. They did not want that crematorium to be set up there. The reasons at this point in time are very sketchy as to why they were opposing it. But what we learn is that for some time now, it's been a few days that they have been on a hunger strike. They did not want the crematorium to come up there. But whether there is some political angle to that matter is not very clear at this point in time. What we are learning is that a huge police deployment has been made in the area. In fact, one of the police vehicles, as we are showing, have been set on fire. Police also had to, fire tear gas shells to disperse the crowd. And this actually happened when a group of locals were on a hunger strike right in front of the location where the proposed crematorium was supposed to come up. There was a dead body which had been brought to that area for cremation. The group which had brought the dead body, they were stopped at that place, and later on there were clashes with the police when a police came to facilitate the cremation process there. So the locals started clashing with the police, and then the situation escalated to the point that the police had to fire tear gas shells. But angry
is the situation under control right now, Indro?
The situation is under control, but does seem to be tense at this point in time.
All right, appreciate you joining us. We'll keep coming back to you for the very latest. Indrajit Kundu getting us the very latest in clashes that have broken out in Silguri in West Bengal, primarily because the locals do not want the establishment of an electric crematorium in their area.